In economics, remember always, we study economics, we have the importance of economy for the one common purpose, to have the solo benefit and to have the national benefit. So you have to identify in the modern theory of international trade, you are not going to identify why there is a demand for this product. It will be identical, it will be known. The last point, there is a perfect competition. In the modern theory of international trade, there is a perfect competition with regards to price, with regards to any factors, with regards to any labor, with regards to any capital. Everywhere, everything is fixed. A perfect competition has to be there. So these are the assumptions. There should be two countries, two commodities and two factors. Intensity should be given importance, characterized in terms of in this factor endowment is there. Then we have production technology is the same. Then we have demand condition. At the last, the perfect competition. With the help of this, you can understand the proper usage of the international trade. First, we have HO theorem. There is a factor and there is an export. This HO theorem is all about how the capital is being formed, how this capital can be used for the maximum utilization of a factor, how the capital can be used for the maximum outtake of the capital. So this goes to the factor. So when there is a capital, we can take out the lot of interest and we come across the something called factor. This factor will convert into an export item. HO theorem goes to the factor, factor goes to the export. Let's see one illustration. With the help of that, we can understand in a simple way how this theory of international plays an important role. We have took the example of particulars. In particulars, we have three things: supply of labor, supply of capital, capital-labor ratio. We have took two countries, India and America. India is 50 in supply of labor, where America is only 24. Supply of capital, India is 40, but America is 30. If you take the ratio of India comes 0.8 and the ratio of America comes 1.25. Thus, that means that the countries who are involved in the modern technological world, in India and America, if you have the proper comparison, India is more way leading in the more supply of labor, more supply of capital. But then when there is a ratio analysis happens, it has the less ratio capabilities than America. Because when you see the difference, only 6 difference is there. When you see the difference, the 10 difference is there. Capital abundant country, export of a capital minus intensive goods. Labor abundant country, export of labor minus intensive good. There is 2 things. Either the country can be a labor abundant country, either a country can be a capital abundant country. If you take the example of India, India is a capital abundant country. No. It is a labor abundant country. India is a country which surely, fully depends upon the labor. So when we labor depends upon the labor, which means we do the lots of export of labor, and that in return what happens? The intensive goods comes to us and the proper balance of modern theory takes place. See the example, supply of goods, supply of labor, x-axis and y-axis. See the India is coming up above the America. So this is the small overview of how the modern theory takes place. You can take the supply of labor. India is supplying more than America. Supply of capital also, India has more than America. But when you take the ratio analysis, India is coming behind. The reason is the capital is not that much strong, that much the labor efficiency is there in India. With the help of this diagram, you can see that 50 labor, they have only 24. When we have the 40 capital supply, they have 30. But the distance is so less of the profit margin, but here the distance is too much. Let's see some of the differences between the classical theory and the modern theory of international trade. The classical theory deals on the basis of labor theory of value. In the classical theory, the entire theory is purely believed on or purely done on the basis of what? Labor. Labor is the only factor. Labor is the only factor that plays a vital role, or you can say labor is the only thing that is playing a vital role in the classical theory. But in the modern theory, when you say the general theory of value, here not just labor, even capital, even organization, even profit and export import, everything take parts. It is one factor model, only one factor we take, labor, that's all. Here it is a multi-factor, we take land, we take labor, we take capital, we take organization, everything. Focusing on productive efficiency of workers into two countries. Here, hence it is based on the labor, we see the various input and output related to the workers. How the efficient worker is, then the efficient worker will be transferred from one country to another country. Here, we focus on the endowment factor of a two country. Which country is best in which factor will change the exchange of that endowment, and so the productive analyze and the productive results can be done. So easy understandable that these are the basic thing about the modern theory of international trade. In simple words, the modern theory of international trade deals with how the factor endowment can bring the more profit to the both of the countries in a lot of factors involved. When there is a land, labor, capital, organization, also the external factors involved, with the help of that, how the maximum profit can be. Dear viewers, if you have not subscribed our official channel, do subscribe GK Jain Schools and press the bell icon for the latest, nearest video. Thank you all.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.